Hey students, today's topic is about biochemical substances produced in plants. They are broadly differentiated into two types. One is primary metabolites and the other one is secondary metabolites. The substances like carbohydrates, proteins and the primary metabolites like carbohydrates, proteins and fats. The secondary metabolites are the materials which are not much needed for their normal growth and development. Examples: alkaloids, tannins, gums, resins, latex, etc. In the last session, we have learned about alkaloids. Now, today's session, we are going to learn about some other biochemical products of the plants which are very much useful to mankind. They are tannins. Tannins are the substances that are produced as carbon compounds. Tannins are the carbon compounds stored in different parts of the plants. They are deep brown in color and they are widely used in tanning of leather and in medicines. Example: acacia and cassia. The next one is resins. These are the very much useful products from the plants. Occurs mostly in gymnosperms. These plants are very much useful for resins mostly occurs in gymnosperms. These are mostly stored in special passages called as resin passages. They are mostly used in the preparation of varnishes. They are used in the manufacturing of varnishes. Example: pinus. Gums. These are the sticky substances that are produced at the cut branches of the plants and trees. Example: neem and acacia. Example: neem and acacia. These are mostly used in adhesives and also in binding agents. These are mostly used in as adhesives and binding agents, etc. Latex. These are sticky milky white substances stored in latex cells or latex vessels in some of the plants. Examples: rubber plant and Jatropha plants. The latex of Jatropha plant is used to produce biodiesel. Rubber plant, also called as Hevia brasiliensis. Now the question is that which part of the Jatropha plant is used to produce biodiesel? It is seeds. Do roots secrete? Yes. Brigham, a botanist, proved experimentally that even the roots also not only absorb the water and nutrients from the soil, even they also secrete some of the chemical substances into the soil. Now let us know what's the difference between excretion and secretion. Excretion means sending off the waste products which are toxic for the body of a living organism is called as excretion. That is, excreting, sending out the waste products which are toxic for a living organism is called as excretion. Secretion. Secretion means movement of materials from one point to another is called as secretion. Let's quickly sum up. Biochemical substances produced in plants are broadly distinguished into two types. One is primary metabolites and other is secondary metabolites. Primary metabolites are carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Secondary metabolites are the substances which are not much required for normal growth and development. Example, alkaloids, tannins, resins, gums and latex, etc. Now let us see what are the other secondary metabolites that are produced in the plants and useful for mankind. In the last session, we have studied about alkaloids. Now let us see tannins. Tannins are carbon compounds stored in different parts of the plants, widely used in tanning of leather and medicines. Example, acacia and cassia. Resins. These are stored in resin passages in gymnosperms, widely used in varnishes. Example, pinus. Gums. These are sticky substances that oozes out at the cut branches of some of the trees. Example, neem, acacia, etc. Widely used in adhesives and binding agents. The next one is latex. These are sticky milky white substances stored in latex cells or latex vessels in some of the plants. Example, rubber plant called as Hevea brasiliensis. The latex from Chp.4.EXCRETION plant is used to produce biodiesel. Now, it's an amazing fact to know that which part of the Chp.4.EXCRETION plant is used to produce biodiesel. It is the seeds. Chewing gum. It's also a plant that that's. Now let's know some facts. Chewing gum is a type of gum for chewing made dates back 5,000 years. Modern chewing gum is originally made of chiefly natural latex from plants. Name the plant which causes skin allergy and asthma. It is Parthenium. The Parthenium plant causes allergens, skin allergy and asthma.